I'm going to show you guys a couple of different yoga poses that you can do wherever you'd like. You don't necessarily need a mat to do these poses because we're going to be standing up the whole time. The first one is called tree pose. So we're just going to stand with our feet about hip distance apart. Just take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale deeply through your nose. And even close your eyes for a minute. Let's do one more. So deep breath in and exhale. Let's do one more. This time we're going to bend our knees, reach our arms up overhead, and exhale, float the arms down. So standing with our feet about hip distance apart, putting most of our weight into our left leg, we're going to there's 3 different variations that you can do here. So first we're just gonna lift our toes up, point our knee out to the side, but keep our hips open. And from here we're either gonna take the bottom of our foot and we're gonna put it down by our ankle, bring it up to our calf, or you can bring it all the way up into your hips. Now, you want to make sure that your foot is not over your knee because that's way too much pressure. So you don't want to have it like there because that's just way too much pressure on your knee. So if your foot is sliding down like mine is from your hips, just bring it to your calf here. So go ahead and take whichever variation you like. You want to make sure that you're trying to keep your shoulders straight so you're not tipping too far to the left. And we'll inhale and bring our arms up overhead, and you can take whatever variation with your arms here you'd like as well. So you can keep your arms pointing up ahead, or you can bring your palms to your heart. Pay attention to that knee, the elevated knee. Make sure it's not starting to come forward. You want to keep that knee open, the right knee open here. And if you're a little wobbly, that's okay. It helps if you can find some still point on the wall to focus on so that you're not moving around too much. But if you fall out, just come right back up. So keep your mouth closed and do a couple inhales in through your nose and exhales out through your nose here. Come down. We're going to transition into a warrior one. So warrior one, again, we're going to keep most of our weight in our left leg. And we are going to just take our right leg and we're just going to step it back. Oh, did you hear my hips crack there? Let's see. Maybe I'll come this way so you guys can see a little bit more. So left leg, left toes are pointing straight ahead. Our hips are pointing towards our left toes. We're bending this left knee and then stepping the right leg back. All right. And here we'll take our arms up overhead. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, we'll sink a little bit deeper into that left leg. Inhale through the nose, exhale, sink deeper. All right. Arms up. Both feet are flat on the ground here. Our left toes are pointed straight and our right toes are pointed out to the side, but our hips are staying straight. One more deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to open our arms up to the side as we open our hips up to the side and come into a warrior two. So this only difference is now our hips are shooting out to our sides and our arms are out to the side. So We inhale, stretch our arms a little bit longer. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. Make sure that that left knee is not tracking out too far over the toes. And if you need to widen your stance at all, that's perfectly fine. Or if you need to shorten your stance as well, that's perfectly fine. We'll take one more. And bring our hands to palm center. Come back to our feet, parallel underneath our hips. And we're going to repeat on the other side of our body, because in yoga we always do everything on each side of the body. So this time we're going to take tree pose, keeping our weight in our right leg, keeping our hips forward, but opening that left knee and bringing the left foot either to the ankle, to the calf, or pulling it in. And I'm watching myself do this. Okay, pulling it into the thigh. Opening up the chest, trying to keep those shoulders straight. Finding something still to focus on. Remembering to breathe. Giving ourselves permission to just be still for a few breaths. We get so busy in our everyday life that sometimes it's very uncomfortable for us to stay still and breathe. That's why yoga is such a good practice. Challenges us a little bit mentally and physically. We'll take one more breath here. Let's inhale, reach our arms up overhead. And exhale, we'll come down. And we're gonna go into warrior one on the opposite side. So I'll turn so you guys can see. Again, keeping the weight in our right leg, stepping our left leg back, hips pointed forward, arms reaching up overhead, sinking into that front right leg, bending the knee, but not too far. Opening the shoulders, opening the chest a little bit. You can even pull your shoulders open behind if you'd like. And making sure that our hips are pointed right towards our right toes. Both feet are on the ground. And if you need to just open up your legs a little bit more, that sometimes helps with our balance. Feel free to do so. One more breath. Inhale. Turn our hips. Exhale. Open up into a warrior two. So now our hips are opening to the side, arms wide, still sinking into that right leg, that right thigh. You should really feel the hips opening up here. Feel a good stretch on your quads. One more breath. And we will come out however you'd like to come out. We'll end here just with our, like we started, with our feet below our hips. Inhale, reach our arms up overhead. Exhale, our palms to our heart. Namaste.